Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm Dr. Ilyas from Sadaat Quran Academy. Respected student, in previous topic we have read the fifth part of speech, which is nose. And I told you we'll pronounce the only two sound, like somewhere will pronounce partially and somewhere will pronounce the completely sound from the nose. But we cannot pronounce any letter from the nose. Today we'll go the place of articulation, because in the very first topic we have asked about like the place of articulation, like the rules of the Arabic letter, because there is a 29 Arabic letter and we have read the 29 Arabic letter containing the 18 rules. But today we'll go the place of articulation, that how to apply the rules upon the letter. I mentioned here the place of articulation. In Arabic you'll say maharij. Okay, place of articulation mean the pronunciations of Arabic letter. Okay, pronunciations of Arabic letter or any letter, because the articulation means the maharaj. Okay, it's mean the place where you will pronounce the any letter. Okay, guys, keep it in mind. We have also read the first part of speech, which is our throat. First part of speech, which is our throat. I draw here the structure of throat, and I mention here the different part of throat is here. Okay, guys, we have read the six throttle letters. Like I mentioned here, six throttle letters: Ghain Kha, Ain Ha, and Hamza Ha. Ghain Kha, Ain Ha, and Hamza Ha. A'la al-khalq, wast al-khalq, qa'ala al-khalq. Okay. In English, you can say top of throat, middle of throat, bottom of throat. Okay. We'll divide the six throttle letters to the three main part of throat. Three main part of throat. For example, I mentioned here, number one is top of throat, which we call A'la al-Khalq in Arabic. Okay. Which we call A'la al-Khalq in Arabic, the top of throat. From top of throat, we'll pronounce the two different letters with two different sounds. Two different letters from two different sounds, like ghain and ha. Ghain and ha will pronounce from top of throat with two different sounds, but the part is only one. Throat is the one part of speech, one place of articulation, but the positions of the letter is different. For example, we have read the first part of throat, which is top of throat. From top of throat, we'll pronounce the two letters like ghain and ha. But the ghain has their own sound, ha has their own sound. That's why we'll pronounce it from the top of throat, because these getting the heavy sound, like the vibrating sound. Okay. Second is middle of throat, which is located at your bottom and the top of the opposite position in here. You can see it's the middle of throat. From middle of throat, you'll get the light sound, like the blinking sound. Okay. Keep it your mind, guys. We'll pronounce the two also different letter from here, like wastal khalq. Wastal khalq in Arabic, you can say the middle of throat. Okay. In Arabic, we'll say wastal khalq, and in English, we'll say the middle of throat. From middle of throat, we'll pronounce the two different letters with the light sound, because middle of throat containing the light sound, low quantity of sound, low positions of the sound. Keep it your mind. We also pronounce the two different letters from here, Ain and Ha. Ain and Ha. These two letters containing the different sounds, different shape, but the position is one. Position is one, because we'll pronounce from the middle of throat. In other, the last part of throat is the bottom of throat. In Arabic, we'll say qa'ala al-khalq, qa'ala al-khalq. From bottom of throat, we also pronounce the two different letters. Two different letters, like Hamza and Ha. Hamza and Ha. Keep it your mind. The letter containing the different shapes, different sounds, but position is only one. Position is only one, because we'll pronounce it from the bottom of throat, like Hamza and Ha. Okay. Some students are saying that, sir, we are getting the sound from chest, but how we'll pronounce it from the bottom of throat? Because these two letters are the heavy sound letters, okay, like the solid letters. We'll read with the fullness of the mouth, but why you are asking that we'll pronouncing from the bottom of throat? Okay. The answer is like that. That's why we are pronouncing it from the bottom of throat, because when the sound blinking from your chest sounds rise up to the bottom of throat, those sound which pronounce from the bottom of throat, it's mean the letter containing the exact sound from here. Because from chest you're just making the vibration, you're just making the heaviness in there. But keep it your mind, hamza and ha will be always be pronounced from the bottom of throat, not be from the chest. From chest we'll just get the sound heaviness. Okay, in other here, throat is our first part of speech, and in where we'll pronounce the six different letters, but we divide the letters three parts. Throat is one place of articulation. Throat is one place of articulation, but the positions of the letter is different, because 2, 4, and 6 positions of the letter, but the parts is also three. Parts are also three. Number one is top, number two is middle, number three is bottom. Now you can keep it your mind, three parts containing the six positions, because I told you two different letter pronounced from one position, but the sound is different. Sound is different, shape is also different. In Arabic letters, any two letter is similar with together. For example, if we'll compare this ha with this ha, one is dotted ha and one is dotless ha. That's why dots make a same difference between these two letters. When the dots comes upon this ha will be pronounced from your top of throat. It then their position, it then their part. Second one is dotless ha. This ha will pronounce it from the middle of throat, because it's also change their position. Keep it your mind. Letters containing difference between in there to contain the dots upon it. Some letter containing the downside dot, some letter have the top side dot. It's enough for today. Inshallah, in next video we'll come in the very new topic. Stay with us, subscribe us, and follow us. Thank you.